Hi everyone, this is Jim. Welcome to this wrap-up video about the 2016 Pacific Coast Open. In this video I'm just going to talk about the results and also show some pictures I took on my day off. So there's not going to be any chess in this video, so you can skip it if the chess is all you're interested in. I'll start with the results. So it was a pretty good turnout, I thought. There was a total, I added up all the sections, there was a total of 243 players. There were a couple of grandmasters that played through the whole thing. I think someone else was signed up and dropped out, but we had the open section was won by Grandmaster Robert Agasarian, and he had a score of 5.5 out of 6. He really had an excellent performance. He had 5 straight wins, and then just took a draw in the 6th round when he was playing the second place finisher, and it was clear that he had a lock on first place at that point, being a whole point ahead. So he got sole first prize and $3,100 in prize money, so pretty decent reward. In second through 4th places at 4.5 points each, we have I am John Bryant, Grandmaster Enrico Sevillano, and I am Philip Wang. And they got to split the prize money and end up with $1,000 each. So nice reward for 3 days' work, I guess. There was a lot of strong players in that section. There's a total of 44 players in the open section. In the under 2100 section, this was Juan Kim and Alejandro Ruiz shared first and second place, so they split the prize money and got $1,500 each, and they had scores of 5 out of 6. Also very good performances, and let's see, there were a total of 46 players in that section. And then in the section I was in, the under 1900 section, there was really, this was the outstanding performance of the tournament, if you consider relative to her class. Gabriella Kay scored 6 straight wins, and that's really a tremendous performance. My best score at a 6-round tournament, the highest I've ever reached, is 5 out of 6, and I won that tournament. so it's a really outstanding result. And let's see, Cindy Zhang and Phoenix Changkachith tied for 2nd through 3rd place and split the prize money. So they got $750 each. Gabriella got clear first and $2,000, so a nice little check for her. The players that I faced, or the ones I lost to Samuel Katagi in the 4th round. He had a good tournament too, with 4.5 points out of 6. And in the 1st round, I lost to An Nguyen here, who had a score of 4 points out of 6. And actually, her only losses, she lost 2 points, but her losses were against players who finished 1st and 2nd. So she had quite a strong tournament as well. And I wanted to point something else out about this before we go on to the next section. This is the USCF website, and you can see how people's ratings were affected by the tournament. So Gabriella has, her rating is shot up from 1821 to 1965, so that's close to expert level, and that's actually a higher rating than I've ever achieved, so good for her. Samuel Katagi, his rating went from 1810 to 1885, so that's actually quite a big jump as well. And it's interesting because when I played him at the tournament, his rating was listed as 1731. And let's see, that's based on, the 1731 rating is based on a published rating, which is, ratings are published once a month. So I guess he played in some tournaments after that rating was published and before this tournament started. So his rating had already increased to 1810, and then it went up to 1885. That's a little unusual, I would say, because he's an established player. He's not a kid, and so you don't usually see the ratings bounce around that much, but he must be on a good run at the moment. And An Nguyen, she's the 5th grader that I played in round 1. And her rating, as a result of this tournament, has gone from 1711 to 1801. So it looks like she's, and based on her play too, I think she's a pretty solid Class A player as well. So they did well. And also, I think it shows that the 2 games I lost, I was facing some opposition that was a little stronger than I realized at the time. It's always a mistake to rely too much on the rating. You really need to play the board and not the rating. But I fall into that trap. Sometimes I underestimate my opponent based on their rating. Anyway, let's see. There were a total of 49 players in that section. And let's go on to the next section. In the under 1700, that was Philip Lung and Leonard Leon III shared first through second place, split the prize money, ended up with $1,350 apiece with 5 points out of the 6. So good tournament for them. There were 35 players in that section. In the under 1500 section, there were a total of 32 players, and Sean Barker and Miles Zhao shared first through second place with the score of 5 out of 6. Again, very similar to what happened in the other section, and they split the prize money, ended up with $950 apiece. And then the last section, the under 1250 section, there were a total of 37 players, and Sean Franco got sole first prize with 5.5 points out of 6, another really strong performance, and got $800 for his first place effort. So I just wanted to point that out, that these, particularly these continental chess tournaments, the large ones, you can actually make some money at them, even in these lower sections. It's not restricted to the grandmasters. Okay, that was what I had to say about the tournament. So I took the day off, as I mentioned, the last day. I had kind of a sleepless night, and I didn't want to play a couple of bad games and lose a bunch of rating points. So I went around and did some touristy types of things. So this is a picture. I went north from Ontario into Rancho Cucamonga, and just driving towards the mountain. And at the end of this road, there's actually a trail that goes on up the mountain, but it was closed. Actually, it was more than a trail. It looked like it was a road that you could drive on normally, but it was closed due to the fire danger. So I just took a picture from here. These are the foothills in the foreground, but that's Mount Baldy in the background. It's actually a pretty tall mountain. It goes up to 10,000 feet, and there are ski lifts up there. And then I turned around and took a picture in the other direction, the same spot, just looking back the other way. And so that's Rancho Cucamonga in the foreground, and in the smog there is Ontario. And the little mountain range on the other side is the Santa Ana Mountains, and Irvine is on the other side of that. So this is a typical California inland valley. To the right, going off in this direction, is Pomona, where Cal Poly is, and Claremont, where the Claremont colleges are. And off to the left is San Bernardino. So anyway, I got some directions for how to get up to to Mount Baldy. So I went up to the Mount Baldy Lodge, where there was a trail, and I started hiking up. So that's up at about 4,000 feet, and the trail goes up the mountain at a pretty steep clip. And there was some nice vegetation growing on the side, but it was a pretty hot day for a walk. But it was interesting. I thought this picture was, it looks like these trees are like growing out of the rock here. And there's this tree that's coming up along the side. Anyway, I thought there were some nice pictures here. Yeah, there's another picture of the same scene. Yeah, same picture. And then further up the trail. Oh, an interesting thing about this trail, if you're ever up there, is you actually have to walk through private property to get to it. You're on and this picture I was still on the private property while I was taking this picture. But basically, you're walking up a private road. There are houses on either side of the road, and the homeowners, I guess, share the cost of the road. But in any case, it's not a public thoroughfare; it's a private road. But they let you walk up, and it's the only way to get to the trail. And then there's a trail that goes up Mount Baldy from there. And so I started walking up the trail, and this is the first ranger station. And it's a neat setup. There's can you see that in the picture? You can't see it here. There's a landing here, and there's a bridge that crosses over the creek, which is dry at the moment, although I'm sure it's full of water in the winter. And this bridge seems to just go right into the rock once again. But there were some handholds over here at a rail, and I think you climb up the rock to get to the ranger station and take a next picture. Yeah, so there's the bridge down there, and you have to climb your way up through the rocks to get to the ranger station. But the other thing in this picture, if you can make it out, there's this line going here, and there's a platform on it suspended from the line. This is a cable, and the platform lands, if we look at the previous picture, the cable ends here at this bar. So what this is a way of getting goods up to the ranger station. This little platform here is suspended from the cable, and it runs up and down, so you can send it down to the platform, load it up with goods, and then send it up to the ranger station. So you don't have to carry things on your back while you're climbing up the cliff to the ranger station. Oh yeah, and this is the last picture I took. This is Old Glory. I noticed this on the way back. This is actually in the private part of the trail. This is the largest, what do they call it? Oh, it's a big cone Douglas fir. This is the largest big cone Douglas fir in existence. Now, the big cone Douglas fir is a tree with a limited range. It mostly exists in the mountains of Southern California, ranging from the San Diego area up to the Santa Barbara area. And so we're right here in the Los Angeles area, in the Los Angeles National Forest, in the heart of the range. But this is the largest specimen. Well, it goes up a little bit, but it's kind of funny. It's actually on the property, I guess, of the homeowner who owns the house here, and he put up some big no trespassing signs, but he also has a label on the tree, so you can see that it's Old Glory. Let's see, I was trying to find a bigger picture on the internet, and I did find this one over here. So another picture of the same tree. Gets a little more of it, but it doesn't show the top of the tree. The tree keeps on going up, but it's really quite a large tree and kind of impressive. Okay, so let's go back to the Pacific Coast Open. So that was it for the tournament. I had a lot of fun there in spite of in spite of dropping out in the last round. I felt like I was playing pretty well. I just was too tired on that last day after not getting any sleep to want to play a couple of tough games. So, but I would definitely do it again. Had fun. And hope you guys enjoyed this little video series, and I will see you again soon.